On a journey to a paradise. Tell me not to worry what we leave behind. Hello everyone. Apologies for my voice in this video. I am still recovering from an illness and my throat is a bit sore and dry still. For my 24th birthday coming up soon, my dad is letting me borrow his camera, so I am excited to try it out today for the very first time, bringing you a time lapse of some drawings of a few of my favorite Zenless Zone Zero characters. If you haven't heard of it, this is a free-to-play gacha game that came out earlier this month, and I've been personally enjoying it quite a bit, especially for its over-the-top squash and stretch animation style and adorable characters. One of my standout favorites being Miss Nicole here. She is such a baddie. So far I have seen a lot of negativity surrounding the game online, but I think it's mostly unfounded. The combat feels smooth and satisfying to me, and I think it has a lot more depth than most people first realize. I guess this game is just more approachable and accessible to me, so I'm really enjoying it a lot. I also haven't felt a huge need to roll in the gacha just yet, and have gotten a lot of fun out of the game without it. Anyways, let me talk about what I'm actually drawing here. I started this sketch on the plane while I was traveling to go visit some family. I don't normally draw this kind of sexy looking art, but Nicole is just so pretty, and I thought this kind of pose would be fitting for her. Anyways, let me know if this has happened to any of you other artists out there, but naturally I had to sit next to someone on the plane, and they were subjected to my sexy anime girl drawing for maybe a good hour at least. Luckily it was a nice couple, and once I finished sketching, the man actually leaned over to me and told me that it looked beautiful, and that I should keep practicing art. As embarrassed as I was to hear that compliment, it actually gave me a lot of confidence and motivation to continue this piece under the laughter between us. My dad got a kick out of that story when I told him about it. Have you guys been into traditional art lately? I have been on a kick for it, and I'm using these alcohol markers a lot. I think my art is really benefiting from these bright colors on the paper. Has anybody else noticed how, like, convoluted miHoYo designs tend to be? I feel like when I'm drawing them, I usually miss quite a bit of detail, but hopefully it's enough to at least tell who I'm drawing. This part is always so, like, difficult, drawing in, like, the black and trying to make the black look good, because you have to be, like, really careful about certain highlights and things like that. I think I also had to, like, edit in, like, Nicole's like various moles and stuff. Like those are definitely her charm points, but damn, I think she has like 3 moles at least.
And borrowed low tide to be with me, traveling us toward to the next island. Always just can't find their way to you. I wonder where
her ribbons are so adorable, I believe. Well, yeah, this game it's already been almost a month since it's been out. It came out on July 4th of all things. Just adding in some of the shading and the skin and the clothing. You gotta shade your whites, even though it doesn't really look like it. There is a little bit of blues in there to make the white actually pop and stand out, I guess. And now I'm just going over with another shade in the skin. I think I did fairly well with the skin on this time. I think this marker is running out of ink, but it's actually leaning to my favor because whenever I do like the face and stuff, it can become a bit choppy when I'm going at it. But like the shading was actually like, I think it came a little easier with like a dead marker for some reason. That's just something weird I noticed. I think the shading of the skin, especially, you can tell this piece is traditional.
Let me love you again.
Now I'm just going over with a hot pink outline to kind of give her that glow. Because whenever you think of Nicole in Zenless Zone Zero, you absolutely think of like hot pink and like neon greens, right? So I'm gonna add a lot of that to the background, and I couldn't really think of a good idea for the background, so I kind of just splatooned it all up. Kind of Nickelodeon slimed it all up, I guess. And I'm giving her a little hot black background. I pull lots and lots of Nicole's. Oh, now I'm adding in a little bit of a highlighter with a white gel pen, which is also running out of ink. I need to get a new one of that. And here's the finished product. I'm really happy about how it turned out. And now it's time to move on to the next victim. Originally this was going to be a gacha video as well, and I would like record some of my polls and stuff, but I kinda just figured, nah, I don't really need to do that, I guess. I'm a free-to-play player, and I feel like I should kinda save for that virtual idol faction or whatever, because I know it's probably gonna be my favorite, and I'm gonna be really weak as heck for those characters just by looking at their design visually. Also, does anybody know, like, is Ellen's highlight supposed to be like a red or like a hot pink or like something in between? Anyway, I like the designs for a lot of the Zenless Zone Zero characters so far though. I mean, they're like hella hard to draw, but I guess it makes for a good challenge. I am such a slow video game player as well. I feel like I take my time with the game a lot. Like, I haven't even met Ellen in the story yet I'm debating on like rolling for her in the gacha. Like, nah, I'll just wait and see how I feel about her first and try to meet the other characters too, you know? Also, I have a question for you guys. So in this video, I just skipped to the coloring and inking portion of these drawings for the time lapses, but would you be interested in seeing the sketching process as well? I just kind of skipped to the coloring part because that's what I find the most fun to watch when it comes to speed paints, but do let me know if you have any opinions on that. If you're doing art fight this year, how has that been going for you? Unfortunately for me, I got sick like right after the first week, but I did manage to do a few attacks for people so far, and I plan to keep going strong at it. I want to get a recap of the event up on my channel to see if I was able to make any significant progress. I wonder if people feel a little disappointed to receive a traditional attack, but hopefully not. I've already received like 4 attacks this year, I believe, so that makes me super happy. To think there are artists out there that spent time drawing my character is just really special to think about. I'll talk more about my feelings on it in my art fight recap. It feels really weird to be 24 now. I guess that means I'm technically in my mid-20s, but all I really have to show for myself is a YouTube channel and drawings of anime characters. It sounds really sad, but I guess that's what life can be, right? I mean, at least I'm not in an office cubicle, so I guess I should honestly take that as a win, you know? Currently, my hopes for my birthday is that I can spend it with people I love and eat a cheesecake caramel apple. And I think that's probably gonna happen, so that's good. Some cake would be nice too, just for tradition's sake. I would be satisfied and happy with the simple, content feelings like that, rather than trying to force myself to party when I'm not really in a partying mood, or get drunk just because it's what's expected of me to do. Feels like yesterday when I was 21. Anyway, let's move on to the Nekomata drawing here. Right now I'm just laying on some of the warmer undertones of her skin, and so that includes her blush and like the shading on the hair and the hands. Now I'm gonna go over the first layer. I'm going to layer over the skin tone many times until I feel like I get the correct shade for her skin tone. as for the pose on this one, I think, you know, I definitely fucked it up a little. Her head is like really big and everything. Maybe that's can be a charming point, but I think I overdid it a little bit, maybe, I don't know. And her hands, she's like sitting on top of them, which would probably kind of hurt if you did that in real life, but yeah, I don't know. Nekomata's design, like a lot of other MiHoYo characters I've come to realize, is just very confusing. Like, why does she have, like, what are they, like air balloons or water balloons? Clown balloons on her arms? Yeah, I don't know. That's, like, fun to watch in her animations or whatever, which I think you should go see them if you haven't seen them already. The Zenless Zone Zero animations are like so bouncy and fluid and fun. But if you're watching this, I bet you have already seen them because they're very iconic, and why would you be watching this if you don't play this game? Now I'm going over the blacks in her hair quite a bit. That's another challenging part about Nekomata, is that she does have like kind of a minimal color palette, just a lot of blacks and reds, and it was kind of hard for me to like keep track of where all the different colors were and keep track of like what's her skin and what's different colors of her outfit. So you'll see in the time lapse me like struggling and like going over different places again because I realized I forgot to add in different parts of like her skin. Something I've been noticing about seeing people's digital pieces lately is that people are getting really good at doing like the After Effects kind of thing where they can show that light is coming through in the post-processing of it all, and I haven't really figured out how to do that when it comes to traditional art, and like I think that's why some of these pieces might end up looking a little flat at the end of it all. You can probably kind of see it mostly in like the knee socks and everything. Like they should be a lot more shiny, and I just haven't really figured out what I need to do in order to achieve that effect. I made a kind of crazy egg sandwich the other day, but I think I put in a little too many eggs. I put in like 3 eggs, and I think 2 was plenty, and I think I used 1 more slice of bread than I really should have. I should have only used 1 slice of bread. So I ended up eating like a lot more carbs and protein in that meal than I really needed to. Dude, buying produce, this is like adult, damn, this is like my adult thoughts coming in. Shit, why am I not talking about like the fucking deer show or some cringe shit like that? Why am I talking about my groceries? Anyway, when it comes to groceries, it's kind of frustrating when your produce goes bad before you have a chance to eat it all, right? But I'm glad to be able to eat produce in general anyway. That's a plus. I'm glad I don't have to eat like pasta every day. That was terrible. I don't even really like spaghetti that much. Like the spaghetti just kind of sits in my pantry for like 10-15 years and I never get around to eating it. It's the worst when it comes to strawberries because you get like a lot of strawberries, and I need to get better at eating like a lot of strawberries because they mold so fast. adding in my red little highlight here, or the outline, because it looks cool and I can choose to do it even though I overdo it so much. It's my drawing and I get to decide where I cut corners. Now we're adding in those little highlights, and I absolutely fucked up her eye. Like, I smudged it all the fuck up, and I had to fucking go back and redo it, and I hope I fixed it good enough. So yeah, there's Nekomata. I hope you enjoyed watching me draw the Zenless Zone Zero characters, and if you liked it, please give me a little subscribe or a thumbs up so I can feel encouraged to make more fun little videos. But I'm probably not gonna stop even if you don't give me a thumbs up or whatever, because this is all I know how to do. And I'm unhireable. Thank you. Bye.